Wana ga wani karamin yaro wanda bai iya wanke pant nashi ba tukunna. Wai yana kiran Ezekiel Dachomo, our spiritual father. Wai ya bashi 24 hours, ya zo ya yi wani video, ya ce ana kashe musulmai. How do you expect a pastor to come and speak for Muslims? Why should he speak for you people? The people that are killing people, they are killing in whose name? In whose name are they killing? Why are they not killing in the name of Jesus? And if those people are not representing you like you claim, because the problem with you people is that you people are hypocrites. You are hypocrites. You are hypocrites. At first, the Aka Father, Kashe Mutane, as far as it was Christians that they were killing and kidnapping, you people were okay. You were relaxed. When Ezekiel Dachomo was crying, nobody answered him. But yanzu ngada abun ya koma hada Musliman ma ana kashe ku yanzu. It's not a problem. Now una know say that they kill una people too. Ezekiel Dachomo for not just the talk of only Christian. If for the talk both Muslims said, then they kill them, then they kidnap them. Wetin do una leaders? Their work now only to the look moon to tell now say moon don't come out, make una go fast. And their only work be that. If somebody is impersonating your religion, using your religion to do something bad, I would expect that you will come out and do a disclaimer and say these people does not represent us. Whatever the law would do to deal with them should be done.
So I've been hearing some Muslims shouting up and down that they should arrest Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo. So as he got into that point, when this Dr. Hayatum was busy insulting Jesus, calling Jesus all manner of names, just see maturity. No any Christian that come outside to call for his arrest. Now it has gotten to your own part. Now you are barking like a dog. Woo, woo, woo on internet space. They should get him arrested. According to statistics, this man have buried more than 200 people in the year 2025. And this 2026, he still continue burying his people. He even buried his mother with a knife in her chest. So, if it is you, how will you feel? Now, everybody, Abis Fulani, the Wawan thinker, the Jahil thinker, why can't we respect our religion? You people are the one that started this thing. Your imam have nothing to preach. I can't remember the last time that your imam preached salvation in this internet space. It's only hatred. See, my problem with some Christians is that your overmaturity is too much. You people are keeping quiet. That's why these imbeciles are coming outside to talk to us anyhow. You are all here on this internet space when one imam said Americans donated money to Christians to build hospital for Christians. So he's praying that Allah will give Christians sickness so that they will be going to the hospital. You imagine hatred. None of you say anything. Abis Fulani, you didn't say anything. Aminu Jeta, you didn't say anything. Margaret, another imam on her own, she never say anything. She act like if she never see that video. So let me tell you, plan ya zuciyan ku ba, in ba ku yi shi ba durun uwar ku. Bari mu ga abin da zai faru. Kuma bari in ga muku, duk abin da ya faru da shi Pastor Ezekiel yau, just expect conflict for this country. Anything that happened to him, expect conflict in this country. Since you people are mad people, you don't know anything, you don't have sense, you don't even reason at all. All you care about is your own. When Dr. Hayatum say all these things, did you come outside and complain? Did you come outside and make video for him? Did you ask him to apologize to Christian community? Did you do that? You are waiting for Reverend Ezekiel to make video so that you will use it and create content. What Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo say, is it not true? First of all, me, I don't insult people's religion. I respect anybody's religion. But the point is quite clear. When these terrorists are using Allahu Akbar to execute people, to kill people, why did Muslims didn't come outside to condemn them? The one atrocity the young instead, so how can you now blame Pastor Ezekiel Dachomo? How can you blame him now? Abis Fulani,
however, guys, please watch this video. After you're done watching this video, mention the Nigerian police, the Nigerian DSS, mention the governor, mention everybody you know in authority that can take action on this video, everybody you know in authority that can apprehend this criminal and bring him to book for making threats in broad daylight. Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo's life is at stake. So distribute it to all your Christian groups. Make sure make sure that the right authorities are mentioned under this video. So please watch it.
There is this video circulating online. One pastor made about Muslim, Islam, and God himself. I come of age to an extent that tomorrow one bad Christian will condemn Islam, then I will generalize all Christians, talk bad about that. No, I'm not here to do that, but I'm here to deliver message to that person. Our silence means weakness, the number. You're on too much. I swear to God, we create me. Your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. I swear to God, you create. Call me, we don't care.
I hope you've seen it. So Nigerian police, to Nigerian DSS, you have your work cut out for you. We are law-abiding citizens and we will not take laws into our hands. We will not. But please make sure this guy and his cohorts are fished out for making a threat to life, and let the law take its full course. Because if anything, even if it is one strand of hair, leaves Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo's head, I'm not making any threats. I'm just saying that this is not going to end up like Deborah. It's not possible. It is not going to end up like Deborah's story that was swept under the carpet. If anything happens to Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo, he has already said it that they are ready. But that is fine. We don't need elements like this in our midst. But nothing should happen to Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo. Nothing. Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo is not Deborah that was killed in broad daylight and then we let it slide. Nothing should happen to Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo. I'm saying this now.
Now let me start with Senator Shehu Sani. I watched the viral video of Reverend Dachomo and I don't wish to quote what he said. That is why they are called extremists. The thing they paint them, say they call Allah, blood-sucking demon. But what he said is inflammatory, provocative, and inconsistent with the teachings of the faith he professes. Inciting statements crosses the line of decency and peace in a religiously sensitive and fragile society like ours. Just watch the word they are always using, crossing the line. Crossing the line. You are going to also read it from Bashir tweet. Senator Shehu Sani is telling us that Reverend Dachomo has crossed the line. But the terrorists, when they buy people for Reverend Dachomo church, no cross the line. Every day, this man is burying hundreds and thousands of his church members. The terrorists don't cross the line. And you cannot see this man coming out to say, no, this must stop. This fighting must stop. You can't continue murdering people. What do you stand to gain? That one is not crossing the red line. But insulting a blood-sucking bastard is what they call crossing the line. Insulting Allah is crossing the line. Now let's continue. Is inciting statements crossing the lines of decency and peace in a religiously sensitive and fragile society. The society is not sensitive and fragile when your brothers are going to unalive Christians in northern Nigeria. Even in western Nigeria, just that the ones in west decide to cover their own. As they buy their own people, then they cover and then they hide them. Because when they don't shoot for altar. So they don't even know how to come out again to say Fulani, they unalive them. They are brothers for west, Yoruba land. If you understand what I mean. Okay. It crosses the lines of decency and peace in a religiously sensitive and fragile society like ours. Everyone is entitled to defend, promote, and project his beliefs or faith, but not to defame, not to defame that of others. Like everybody have right to defend their own, but you don't defame others. That is what the jihadist senator Shehu Sani is saying, that this man have crossed the line. Now let us go to Bashir Ahmed. Bashir Ahmed is not left out of the equation. You know, his own is even going to be worse because, as usual, they don't always like when you hold them to account. They just want you, as Fulani, they buy them. May you just keep, they buy people, may you just keep quiet. May you not say anything. Accept it. It's normal thing. It's happening. In Nigeria, it's not the only place where the thing they happen. Let us go to the tweet of Bashir Ahmed. It is a great injustice to us for a Christian religion leader That's Pastor Ezekiel Dachomo to refer to our Creator as a blood-sucking demon, Ahuzubillai in brackets. Such a statement is extremely offensive and the highest form of provocation. Just see how both of them are saying the same thing to mob Reverend Dachomo.
Does that make you fearful? Are you afraid for your life?
Why should I be afraid while I know my Bible in the quote of Psalms 139? He said, I created you fearful. They are the one to be afraid of me, not me being afraid. Some people were trying to get me asylum into Australia and other places. Netherlands, I said, no. I'm going nowhere. I will stand with them. I'm following the footsteps of Jesus.
Reverend, you're heroic. So grateful for you. We will be praying for you in the United States.
God bless you, sir.
Love you, brother.
Love you.
We'll be praying for you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Reverend Dachomo is actually the most heroic man living right now in Nigeria. I salute your courage, sir. You see, this man is actually the one that made the U.S. to understand what Christians are going through in Nigeria. While other men of God kept quiet, why they refused to speak up, why they are all concentrating on their prosperity preaching, this man, with a heart of lion, very, very humble and selfless human being of a kind, stood by the people of God in the heat of the Christian genocide and crisis in the north. I watched one of his videos where he was showing the graves of hundreds of people and their names. And my heart wept. You could hear him clearly. Countries like Australia, countries around the world are calling him to give him asylum. You know, because his life is threatened. Because he's the one that made the world to know what's happening in Nigeria. Why media and the government is suppressing the news, this man, through social media, was able to let Donald Trump to see what's happening in Nigeria. And that's why you see that Donald Trump became interested in Nigeria. So, with this man's words, how many of the prosperity preaching pastors have you ever seen in the core north? All the prosperity preaching pastors that are preaching, are they not in Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, and other cities? Have you seen any of them in the core north? Why can't they go to the core north and do their prosperity preaching? I can tell you the truth. Real pastors are from the north. Real pastors are from the north. I can tell you, somebody like Prophet El Buba, these are men of God. Reverend Dachomo, these are men of God. I'm not saying there are no real men of God in the West, in the South, or other places. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you are looking for real men of God, please go to the North first. Because that's where the crisis is. That's where the people who are on the lower class, who don't have money, that's where they are. But if you are looking for a pastor who is pursuing material things, who is after materialism, deceiving the people of the church, to tell them to pray, instead of telling them to walk, please go to the other parts of Nigeria. I salute your courage, Reverend Dachomo. God will continue to protect you. God will guide you. They can't kill you. They can't kill you. They will not be able to see you. God will guide you, and God will help Nigeria to solve the problem of insecurity. Just share this video, like it, repost it if you are touched by what this man just said, because it takes a selfless man, a man who is not after materialism, a man who is after the soul of the people of God, a man who is after, the mantle of the gospel, to be able to deny himself of comfort just for the gospel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Just share this video, like it, repost it, and I'll see you guys soon.
Hey, welcome back. I'm not here to support Dachomo for calling Allah a demon, but you see, you, the northern Muslim, you see what is in your head. It is better you guys just take that thing out of your head. If not, you see what you guys are finding. Everybody now is ready to give it to you because it happens during Deborah, and everybody keep quiet. Maybe you guys think that okay, that is how it is going to happen this time. I have seen a lot of you threatening this man that anywhere you see him, you're going to do him this and that, and most of you are even threatening him that his days are numbers. You threatening him by saying that his days are numbers. Is your own days that are no numbers? You see all this thing that you guys are doing, that you people never wanted to allow the Allah to do for itself, the way the Christian allows Jesus to fight for himself. You see all this thing is going to cause issue, because no one will leave this man that always stand on behalf of the Christian for you to be, or for you to unalive him, because that one is impossible. Even everybody, even some of your Muslim brothers are seeing that some strong words and many other things that you guys are using against this man is not good, and it's not supposed to be so. Person like Chair Husani came out, person that I so much respect. I never knew that that man could do that such thing, because when I saw what he did and what he says about this, I was like, okay, maybe these guys are truly the same like everybody used to say. Because even though something like this has happened, there is a way you will calm this and it won't look like the issue of Christian, Muslim, or Dachomo and you guys. Everybody know the reason why you guys don't even like this guy. You guys don't like him just because he chooses to be raising all these issue and many other things internationally and globally. That is why a lot of you even hate him, not just because he called you Allah a demon or whatsoever, but everybody is now ready and everybody's lives matter. Anytime that any of you will touch these guys, maybe that is the time that everybody's lives will end. Although I am not trying to threaten anybody, but I'm just telling you the real facts. This is the person who is known globally now for the good work he's just been doing, but you guys don't want to buy him just because you guys think that okay, he has insulted or called your this thing a demon. Even you talking about the Allah today, does now have not even seen the Allah with crow face before. So if anybody is talking about the Allah, just leave the person and the Allah, let them do with themselves, because I think if you do anything against God and the repercussion comes, that one would even be worse than what you guys are doing. So you can leave everything for God to do himself, not the way you guys are just trying to see him, because as it be so, you guys have now differentiate that the Allah you guys are working with is different from the Jesus Christ the Christian, or we the Christians are serving, and it's not supposed to be that one now has even made me to be confused about waiting and how we are serving our own God in this country. Because if you go to every other places, what they see is this one, and what they think they serve is one, but in this place we see things like different things, and that has made a lot of things to be happening. So that is just it. Although if you hear what the first lady says, where she was using Hausa and different language to tell you, because some of you guys are dumped and don't even know anything. That is why maybe doing the thing. He use Hausa to tell you. Maybe if you don't hear it in English, you will understand it in Hausa, so that you won't fall for this. Because once even a single hair of that man remove or being removed, you guys will face it, and you guys will not go free like the way it happens during Deborah. Even that thing you guys did to Deborah, do you people think that okay, most of the people nobody will ever forget that? Everybody is ready for the next one you guys are going to do to anybody, so that they will retaliate back. That is just it.